Let's go.
Hey, yo, everybody, welcome to another episode of Who You Talking To. I'm your host, the host with the most, MTTNGG, Matatena GG, however you want to call me. Today, it's not about me, today is about our guest, one of my closest friends within the fifth dimension stream team. He's my boy, straight from Illinois. We got MrJuanUp, give it up, please.
Hey.
How you doing,
What's up,
Juan?
man? Dude, it is so happy. It's so great to be here finally. Like this is like months in the making.
I know,
But
I
I'm
know,
so I'm so happy to be here, man. Thank you for letting me be on your show.
bro.
Big fan, big fan.
Big fan, bro. I am your fan, and it's so great that we finally get to do this. We're still missing a ton of people from the fifth dimension. We get
Right.
new members every day, but the
Mm-hmm.
first the thing here is that we come from the first wave. We come from the first
Yeah.
generation of it,
We were the
and
OG, the
yeah, the
OGs.
OGs, and a lot of things have happened ever since we joined the fifth dimension, and I'm so stoked to be here. I'm so stoked to
Oh
be
yeah,
here
dude.
with you
Hell yeah.
and finally get to present you properly to my community, because that's
Hey.
what I want to do. And the good thing that we're doing this in English is that it'll work also for your community, and it will work
Yeah.
to because I mean sometimes we have people in our community that don't actually know who we are or what we
Mm-hmm.
do or what we actually like to say, think, and do outside of the streams, right?
Right. Yeah.
Outside of streams, and well, that this is that time. This is that space that we need, or that we all want to express a little bit more about ourselves. and
Obviously, yeah, for
and
sure.
that's why I have you here tonight, today. Yeah, it's 4:11. That's a good
Yeah, it's
time.
still early. Still early.
Still early.
The sun's still
and
out.
and everyone on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for everyone who's watching this on YouTube. Remember that this is recorded live on Twitch, and we get to chat with you. We get to answer your questions live as well. And well, don't forget, please, to follow Mr. Juan Up. He is an amazing Twitch streamer. He does some content outside of Twitch that you might haven't heard, or you might haven't found out yet. But go ahead, just go ahead and follow him. And can you please introduce your friend, your little friend that you have on your
Yo.
on your right?
So so this I have like no way to like zoom in, but here. Oh, she really likes her spot. Come on, Cookie. No, she was on my shoulder earlier too. But just in case you guys don't know who this is the mascot of my channel, Cookie. And yeah, she's been my pet for 2 almost 3 years now.
Three
But
years.
yeah, yeah. The so the way we got her was the a couple years back, before, we used to have another parrot that was the same as her, but she passed away early on because she got sick, and
No.
and we didn't know that because like we thought like she was okay, but then she started showing signs of she was getting sick, and she passed away, like, and she was like the first pet I ever got like really close to, so it hit me really hard,
Oh yeah.
and then like the rest of my family as well. So my dad came home the week after our other bird. We called her Pepe, but we didn't know that it was a girl, so we just called her Pepe because we thought it was a dude. But anyways,
Pepe.
yeah. Yeah.
Pepe the pirate.
uh, yeah, exactly. But a week after she passed, my dad came back from the store, and he brought home a baby parrot, and it was Cookie.
Oh,
Oh, dude, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I almost cried like so much from
totally,
like seeing,
totally.
because
I would.
because it upset me so much when I heard that she died,
Yeah.
and I didn't even want to hear like the details of like what happened, because like hearing about it now, it upsets me. But when as soon as I saw that it was a baby parrot, the same as our past bird, I was like, oh my god. I would not stop loving this bird, because it was like anytime I would see her, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna like hug you as much as I can,
Oh,
like
bro.
scratch you. Yeah, but yeah, she's awesome. She's super friendly, at least to us, not to anybody new. But she's super funny. She loves to be a little playful, and she loves to be a little mischievous too, because
Yeah.
like she'll grab stuff that like we're like if we're eating, and she'll grab stuff and she'll fly away and then eat it. So so she loves to like steal food.
Well, but that makes it fun. That makes it fun, and
Yeah, yeah,
that makes it less stressful, to take care of a pet.
yeah, for
Because
sure.
there's a point that pets stop being pets and they become your friends and they become
Yeah,
part of your family. So I totally
yeah,
understand. Totally
yeah,
understand that.
and because of that, I when I restarted my, or no, I started streaming when I had my first parrot.
Okay,
So
okay.
in giving honor to Pepe, in a way, and then also Cookie, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get back into streaming, but then also rebrand myself and add Cookie as a
As
mascot, just to be
part of
like,
it, yeah.
yeah, as a part of it. So I made emotes. I asked my artist to do the transition. I don't know if you've seen that
Oh
already.
yeah, totally.
Where,
Several
where
times.
Cookie goes through, yeah, the loading screen for when I start on my stream, everything was Cookie, man, everything.
Ah,
So
man. We all
so
love Cookie. We all do.
yeah, man. Everyone in the chat asks, where's Cookie? Yeah, see, like there she is. Like she's ready. As soon as she hears her name, she's ready.
She's so sweet. Oh my god. And
You want
well,
to say hi?
first
No,
off,
she just wants scratches.
to begin with this interview, there's one main question. You know what that is?
No, you gotta tell me. It's been a while.
Okay, well, in Spanish, the show is called
Mhm.
¿Con quién hablas, güey?
¿Con quién hablas? Yeah.
And in Spanish, I'm sorry, in English is who you talking to. So,
Right.
who am I talking to? Who am I talking
Well,
to? Please introduce yourself.
I mean, obviously, my name is Juan, but I go by MrJuanUp on Twitch. And I'm just a big fan of video games, man. I've been playing since I was 2, 3 years old. Um, like my first ever completed game was Super Mario Bros. 3. That was the
Nice.
game that started it, man. And the biggest reason why I kept playing video games mostly was because Super Mario Bros. 3 was the first game I finished, but then it was also the first game I ever played with my mom growing up. So her and I were playing together, and we finished the game together.
Ah,
That's
bro.
that's what made it so special. So
Yeah.
you know, video games to me means a lot to me, because it was one of the most precious memories I have of my mom. She's still here, but for the rest of my life, I will keep that as a
You will
memory.
keep that.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a photo of it too. Like my dad took a picture of us playing, and I'm like, you know what? I need to find that photo, and I need to frame it. Like I need to keep it. It's got to be mine. But yeah, man. Over the years, I've been collecting games from my childhood, even like up to now. Like I'm still collecting. But yeah, I just love to stream, play my favorite games, play some new ones that I haven't played. Ones that are coming out. Anything, man. I just love to have fun.
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing because I've always said that video games can turn you into a better person in a lot of ways. And
Hmm.
if that counts as, becoming creating bonds with your family, with your
Yeah.
friends, it's
Hmm.
just it's just great to see that happening because the amount of friends I have made thanks to video games is
Oh yeah.
uncanny, bro.
Yeah, man.
So
I still have like four, like I want to say 5 or 6 of my closest friends from elementary school, and up till now,
still,
man. Like we're still like tight, Like
that's nice.
video games was one of the reasons why we were like so close together, because um, when I moved here, I right now in my current place that I live, I moved here, and I didn't know about anybody, right? I moved from a place that I used to grow up in. I moved here, and and one of the first people that I met here became my best friend, who's currently my best friend right now. For like
That's nice.
since second grade, man. Second grade.
Second grade.
We've been friends for a long time, and yeah, I would always come over to his house. He introduced me to Wind Waker back in the day, and then he would come over to my house and we played like Mario Kart, Smash Bros, that kind of thing. And then he would introduce me to his other close group of friends, and they became my close group of friends. So like it was just expanding, and it just would not stop. Uh, but yeah, I met a lot of good people through video games. Obviously, all you guys at the Fifth Dimension, you included, bro. Like on it, like Kingdom Hearts, Nintendo, like anything, man. Any game will string along. Like what I've learned in high school is a web of connections, like a Spidey web of connections.
Yeah.
Anything like from Minecraft to Crash Bandicoot, anything will tie together like people that you eventually get close to and become friends with. That's the cool thing. That's what's so amazing about video games.
And I totally agree, because just like you said, I mean, it becomes a web of people, tying up together, and it's just all about video games. It's just all about the video games, and that's pretty sick. And why MrJuanUp?
Well, okay, so before, funny enough, my username on everything was the Guitar Dude.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it on my PlayStation account, right? You've seen it on there. I used to go by that because I thought, okay, I love playing guitar, so I'm gonna call myself the Guitar Dude. But I didn't like it. Eventually, I started like hating it, and my friends started making fun of my name for it. So I was like, I need to change my name. So I knew this buddy of mine who had a YouTube channel before I started Twitch, and he was named Mr. Perez OP.
Oh,
And
okay.
and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna like just copy the beginning of it, but I'm gonna give a spin, and I'm gonna use my name, and I'm gonna like connect it to Nintendo, because obviously Mr. Juan Up, because of a 1-up mushroom. And I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. I'm gonna stick with it. This is like my total image right here. So yeah, that's how I came up with Mr. Juan Up.
That's pretty sweet. I remember the first day that we got into the Fifth Dimension, when we got into the Discord, and I saw your name. You were all like, like warm welcoming everyone, and I thought like, oh, is this guy like a mod? Is this guy like, is this guy part of the team, or is he? I don't know. Is he something? Is he related to HMK? I don't know.
Right.
And then you were like, hey man, welcome to the team, and like, oh hey, I'm MTTN, blah blah blah, and this and that, and then we all of a sudden we became friends. So
yeah, man, obviously.
Aside from just being colleagues or streamers or part of the same team, I mean, there became a connection, and it all began, I think, from the fact that we were both Mexicans. They were both Mexicans, so that was like a like Mexican power. That
man.
Anytime you find another Mexican in another country, that that's a friend. I mean, it's like an instant click, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I do appreciate that a ton, and I mean, I know this, but they don't. Can you please tell me a little bit more about what games do you stream the most?
The more frequent games that I play are mostly Nintendo games. I mean, obviously I got my Marios, my Legend of Zelda, and not really Legend of Zelda right now, at least, but like I have a bunch of them, so I can play whenever. But mostly Nintendo games. I mean, and then I also have my PlayStation, so I got like a bunch of PS4 games, Kingdom Hearts, obviously, like a bunch of different games. It's whatever interests me. But it's mostly platformers, and then sometimes some of the wackier stuff like rhythm games, puzzle games. Sometimes things like that. It's whatever like comes to mind.
Nice,
really.
nice. So I mean, you're a variety streamer,
Yeah.
but you are definitely more into well, into Nintendo
Hmm.
and JRPGs and
Yeah.
whatever you
Hmm.
come to,
Yeah.
whatever comes to mind, right? And
Right.
you do like multiplayer games, right?
Yeah.
Wh-
Obviously, yeah, for sure.
which ones do you play the most or stream the most?
Ones that I play the most, like especially with my friends,
Hmm.
is Warzone, Call of Duty
Okay,
Warzone.
okay,
But
okay.
only because like it's just so much fun to like be there with them and just like joke around and just
It's
laugh.
just, yeah. I've always
It's
said
for the
that the
shits and giggles.
multiplayer games are for that. You know,
Yeah, it's for the shits and giggles, man. That's literally what it is. It's just having fun, and but then there's also Smash is one of them. Mario Kart is a good one too. But eventually, like when Mario Party comes out, I'm gonna be streaming a lot of that because oh man,
yeah.
Mario Party is my jam, bro.
And I've seen that. Well, I saw that you started playing the most recent Mario Golf game.
Oh
Did you
yes,
like it? How
yeah.
is it?
Oh dude, it was me, Game Prodigy, S15 costuming, and Backstory Ben. We were playing that.
Nice.
Bro, I've never gotten so competitive in my life
For
until we
real.
started playing that game. Yeah, because it's so much fun, bro. There's a mode in the game that they added that's new. It's called Battle Golf. And
It has like
the object
superpowers or something.
the whole game is it has superpowers and stuff like that. But there's
Okay.
regular golf, which is like what you see on sports and stuff like that, but like with added special attacks.
Yeah.
Um, and then there's battle or speed golf where you hit the ball and then you got to go run to wherever you shot it and you got to go like fast to go shoot it again and you got to get it into the hole as fast as you can.
Oh
But you
man.
have like but the cool thing is when you're running you can use your special and you can speed past people and like knock them out at least for a little bit and then you can just like get ahead. But then and then there's battle golf which is the same thing but it's like a whole obstacle course. So it looks like a mini golf course a little
Okay.
bit,
Okay. Okay.
but then you have but it's like different spots of like little holes that you got to put your ball in, and you got to get three of them out of like all of them. Oh. uh, and then there's like blocks that or obstacles that block you, like the thwomps.
Yeah.
The things that go up and then stop you. And then there's like little bombs that are on the sides that you can throw at people. And that can knock the ball out on different directions and stuff like that.
Nah.
So yeah. So if you're ahead and people see that, they're gonna be like, all right, throw the bombs, hit him. You gotta like knock his ball out, and they mess you up, bro.
It
They
does sound
go
competitive.
hard.
It does
Yeah,
sound competitive.
it's so fun. The only thing that sucks is that it's only 2 stages in the battle golf, which is my favorite mode. But eventually, hopefully they add more stages.
Hopefully. Yeah,
That
hopefully.
yeah, because there's DLC coming to the game, which is free.
Oh.
The free
Oh,
DLC.
for real?
Yeah, so new courses, new characters, and whatever else they decide to add. Because depending on how good the game sells, we could get something good.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the first time in a long time that I hear Nintendo doing something nice for the people. Because
Yeah.
I mean, lately everything has been DLCs and pay extra for this and pay extra for that, and
Right.
I mean, to be honest, at some point we're gonna get enough, right? We're all gonna
Yeah.
be maxed out on DLCs and downloadable
Yeah.
content. But until that day comes, we'll wait for these companies to do the for this
Yeah,
type
right,
of companies
yeah.
to do the same thing and
Yeah.
think of their fans. So that's
Yeah.
pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
I think like the cool thing, or like at least for me, DLC is a giver is a 50-50 shot, because it depends. Like let's say, like for example, like I said, Mario Golf, it's getting free updates, free characters, and stuff like that, which is cool. And Splatoon did the same thing when it was new, and it would get like new weapons every other month.
Oh yeah, you're right.
New stages, DLC, and then when Splatoon 2 came out, the only DLC you had to pay for was the Octo expansion, and that was like $14. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. You gave me
Yeah,
like
$14 is not that much.
Yeah, and especially when you think about how much DLC they threw at us for free, like you're talking about like a $60 game with like maybe $80 worth of DLC that they could have charged us, but no, they just made us charge. They just charged us 14 for for the one DLC pack that had story. So Nintendo can do good things. It's just that it's sometimes they can go a little weird sometimes with like what they offer when it comes to DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that's the issue.
For example, I don't know if you remember on Wii U the Hyrule Warriors, the first one. I mean,
right. Mm-hmm.
It did have a DLC, right? A paid DLC,
right.
but
right.
I think that it was like highly underpriced because it was a ton of gameplay, like of actual gameplay hours for you to unlock everything from the DLC. And I've always said that the nice thing about Nintendo is that they try to give you the DLC, but it's not just pay to win or just skins for your characters and let's go. I mean, you actually have a ton of different ways that to enjoy the game, to re-enjoy the game once you bought the DLC, right?
Yeah,
and
it's like
it's been a thing lately.
Yeah, it's like when you fully finish, like let's say like for you when you finish Breath of the Wild, you're completely done with it, and then you got yourself the Champions DLC, and you're like, okay, cool, I got more stuff to enjoy a game that I super loved, and it was the same thing with Hyrule Warriors. I played that so much, and then when they announced DLC, I'm like, oh god, it's not over. It's not over.
Because I remember completing the first map quest, with the original map, and I was like, okay, this was super fun. One week later, they announced the DLC with the Majora's Mask with the Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
And what was
Link's Awakening.
And Link's Awakening. Maps. Oh my god. That blew me away. Because I couldn't believe that they were adding so much to the game, and the DLC was less than $20. So I mean, you get with that you got weapons, you got characters, you got maps, you got new quests, you got a lot of different things that you don't usually get with the DLC, with the regular DLC. Like for example, on the other hand, we have of course, there are bad things that with Nintendo. We know that there are a lot of bad things. The online, the overpriced remakes, the sloppy delivery that they have with their I don't know, celebrations. Sometimes with Zelda, we haven't had anything good. We had amazing things 10 years ago with the 25th anniversary, and now that it's 35th, we're like, so any party, any show, any nothing.
Right, yeah. And I think and that's what sucks about being a Nintendo fan, bro. Like, you want to stick out for them because it's the company you grew up with. They were responsible for all these amazing games that I got right here, or at least most of them. Most of them were like Sega and stuff like that. But and then you got people that are saying like, oh, like what about the Zelda 35th anniversary? Like, when are we getting Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on Switch? When are we getting this? And I'm like, man, I mean, I want to like argue, but you're right. I mean, I hate the Switch Online. I hate that like we don't got N64 games on right now. And I hate that that they charge full price for remakes of GB Game Boy games like Link's Awakening. I hate that there's like so much like wrong with like the Joy-Cons, sometimes with like other people, and I'm like, you really want to root for them, but you can't. You can't. It's a lose-lose sometimes.
Yep, and just like you said, it's a 50-50, and I mean, it's hard. It's not. It's something you have to learn to live with and cope with, because it might be frustrating at some point, and it will be frustrating at some point for us fans. But again, until that time comes,
We'll be here, man.
Nintendo, have my money. I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I've already written like property of Nintendo on my
Oh
wall. Like
yeah,
that's
totally,
it.
totally.
That's it.
Because next month we're getting no, not only next month. This upcoming months we're getting so many
Oh, bro,
releases, so
bro, I'm
many
gonna be
releases,
so
so
broke,
many new
so
games, and
broke,
uh at
so
least
broke.
the closest are Neo: The World Ends with You and
Mhm.
Zelda Skyward Sword, which is gonna
Right?
be,
Yeah.
it's gonna be freaking nuts. Uh,
Yeah. Mhm.
from here, there's a comment from Kuri that I would like to read out
Oh,
loud
okay.
because
Cootie.
Kuri has some nice insights with Nintendo on Nintendo because
Yeah.
he's been an all-time fan and a diehard fan for the past 30 or so years. So he says, I don't know, man. Nintendo hardly ever steps up with respect to pricing. They always charge for everything, and we love them so much and pay whatever they ask for. Then they
Mhm.
bring us free stuff and take it away. Cuff,
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. 35 cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the biggest L that Nintendo
the
did.
biggest.
Like,
Agree.
but when it came to Mario, right? Because
Yeah.
you think like when they announced it, you're like, okay, cool, we're getting a Tetris 99 of Mario, and it was fun. It was so much fun.
It was super
Like,
fun. It was
yeah,
super fun.
and there were people like people saying like, oh, like maybe because they're saying like it's a limited
Yeah.
availability that like maybe we'll get Super Mario Bros 2, Super Mario Bros 3 at 35,
And
but they didn't do
no.
nothing.
No,
They
no,
didn't
no.
do
And
nothing.
it was just like you said, I think it is the biggest L that
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo has taken for the past at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And and I'm sorry, and I'm really sorry for the diehard Mario fans out there, like yourself, like Cody,
Yeah.
like a bunch of friends, right?
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
because it was a really fun game. It was a game that I could actually enjoy because I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of the 2D Mario Bros. Being honest with you,
No, that's fine.
my poison back then was Zelda, was Pokemon. That was my thing
Yeah.
when I was a kid, when I was growing up. But playing Super Mario 35 was fun as hell. And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
there was actually this one time that Kuri and I, we were able to get in the same room. You know that
Oh,
you were not
yo.
able to like
Yeah.
match with your
That
friends
was
or
another thing, man. That like they messed up. They could have
they
had
messed
private
up,
servers. They could
bro.
have had private servers.
They could have even made it a payable game like they did
Yeah.
with Pac-Man, right? With
Pac.
Pac-Man 99,
Yes.
you
Yes.
get to play
Yes.
the free version, which is the battle royale, and if you want to pay for the
The private
offline
servers.
mode and the
Yeah.
private servers, it's not that cheap, but it's also not expensive. It's
Yeah.
about
Mm-hmm.
$30, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you would pay more for a DLC. So
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they could have done that with Super Mario 35, and they messed up. They missed the chance. And but yeah, let's just change the subject. Let's not how my people would say, no me quiero imputar, no me quiero enojar de más. I don't want
Yeah.
to get mad, and so let's move on. Let's move on,
Yeah.
honey. What did you think?
Let's go happy.
All right,
Let's
let's go
bring the
happy.
energy back.
All
Let's go.
right,
Let's go.
tell me, when did you start creating content and why?
Oh man. I started probably around 2017, 20 maybe 2016, I think. But it was like it was like I started like doing this thing where PlayStation has their thing where like you can stream the game
Yeah.
from your PS4 and you can stream it to like wherever. So before I went into when I did Twitch, I used to stream my playthroughs of Life is Strange on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on my account, on my YouTube account. But yeah, it was like it was no. You know what? Before that, I used to do Last of Us,
The
The
Last
Last
of
of Us.
Us. Okay.
Yeah, when I bought the remaster on
The
PS4.
PS4.
Yeah, and I played through that, and I streamed it, and
Nice.
I didn't tell anybody. I just pressed stream, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just play and see if anybody pops up. And yeah, there were people that came by. Like, it was crazy. I was super like surprised to see that there were like 4, maybe up to 6 people watching me, you know, being like, oh man, like you did a good job on that, and you know, like, oh, I love this part, I hate this part, you know,
Yeah.
and like telling me stuff, and I'm like, man, I like this. I don't know why, but I like this. This is kind of cool. And then I did Life is Strange, and have you played Life is Strange before?
Just the first one.
Okay, so I've streamed up to episode 2.
Okay.
So I completed episode 2 on stream, but I never went back because that was like at that point I decided, you know, I'm gonna buy an Elgato, I'm gonna make a PC, and I'm gonna, you know, put my setup together, and you know, I want to see if I can start doing Twitch. But it was like the reason why I started doing streaming was back in like right after I graduated high school. I was out of a job for about a year, I think, give or take.
Oh, okay.
Because I was trying to get into college, but I was the first one in my family to do it. And the thing that sucked is that my parents are not from here, so they didn't understand how the college setup worked. So they couldn't help me with that. And even when I tried helping, like, you know, I don't like asking for help. I don't know if you ever felt that too, like, where, like, if you
absolutely
if you try asking help from someone, like, it makes you feel weird, you know, like it makes you feel like, oh, I can't do anything on my own a little bit sometimes.
Yep.
And I don't like that feeling, especially because, like, you know, I grew up with my father, you know. Now we're okay, you know, like we're great, you know. I love him to bits, but you know, there were times where you know, we didn't have the greatest relationship. Like we never really connected sometimes. You know, he didn't understand video games. I loved video games. He wanted me to go into soccer because he loves soccer, but I didn't. I hated it, dude. I hated it. You know, I sucked ass.
Same here, same story.
I sucked ass at soccer, and you know, we had a pretty bad relationship right around that time. And you know what? I used streaming as a way to get away from, you know, the issues, and you know, try to, you know, just play games, you know, just to see if anybody would watch me. And yeah, I started out, I got like around 100 followers within like the first 3 months, I think, which, you know, was crazy. I met some pretty cool people that I still talk to sometimes, that I made like that I connected with. Like, we kind of had like a small community amongst ourselves, you know. It was cool. Like, I would play Super Mario World. What else did I play? I used to play Super Mario RPG. There were some Wii games that I played. You know, there was all a bunch of different stuff. And as soon as I hit affiliate, I found out that I was going out of town for work.
Oh.
And that was the thing that killed me the first time I streamed, because, you know, it devastated me, man. I was like, you know, I was working up to this, man. I finally got into affiliate, and then they tell me, you know, you got to go out of town for work, and now you can't do this as much as you'd like to. I'm like, man, and that killed me. You know, I stopped streaming for about a year, because right around then I was finding work and doing stuff with my dad. I was working with him.
Yeah.
And then about 2019, I think, or 2020, I think, is when the pandemic hit. And HMK posted the thing about the fifth dimension, and I was like, you know what, I follow this guy, I really respect this guy, because he hustles and he does a lot of work. I'm gonna try this. Let's see if I can do it. You know, I don't stream this anymore, but if I get in, you know what, I'm gonna give it another shot. And lo and behold, man, I get in the first batch like you did, and you know, it gave me a new, like, you know, what's the motivation? Motivation.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah.
It gave me a new motivation to be like, you know what, I'm gonna clean up my stuff, set up my stuff, get some new mics, you know, get a new camera, and just, you know, let's go. And yeah, man, after that, man, I've just been streaming every so often, you know, not as much as I like to, but, you know, many times as I can.
You've been very consistent. You've been very consistent for the past months, and I know that you struggled a lot a few months back. That you went through a lot of things, And the fact that you're actually taking that, owning that, and saying, you know what, let's freaking go, let's do this.
Yeah, man.
It's amazing, and it's something I respect a lot. The fact that you
Thank you,
always
man.
have you always have your chin up, and you're always, you're always there. I don't know how you do it, but you're always there for people. I mean,
Yeah, man.
either your friends or not. I mean, you're
Yeah.
always there, and
Yeah.
I think that's. Uh, I mean, with no offense, I think that's the most Mexican thing you have. The fact that you always want to help other people, right? I mean,
Yeah, man. I mean,
no matter what, you always want to welcome people, be warm with everyone. That's so nice. That's that's
yeah.
super nice.
Thank you, man. Like when you say that, like, the most Mexican, I understand what you mean, because we talk,
Yeah.
and I get shit from like talking with you, and there's stuff that, like, doesn't connect, like it makes me think, oh, estás un güerito, like I'm such a white guy over here. But but yeah, like I despite the past relationship between me and my dad, like there's even though, like, we didn't connect from, like, the way of, like, video games, we connected in other ways. He grew up with a mentality from my great grandfather, who passed away a couple years ago, who, whenever there were people that needed help, you try, no matter what, you try to help them out, and you don't ask for anything in return. And that's also, like, another thing that I grew up with, being in the Christian church,
No, yeah,
and
totally.
yeah, and it's there's a quote, I don't want to, like, say anything, but there's a thing where it's like, carry your own cross, which,
Oh yeah, yeah.
in my translation, carry your own burdens, and try to move on, and better yourself that way. Carry yourself, and just keep improving, man. You gotta keep moving. You gotta like you say, keep your chin up, and keep yourself happy. Think happy thoughts, and just keep moving.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I've been living with for, like, that's what I've been learning to live by for the past couple of years after high school, because I've been with a group of people that weren't so great when it came to being truthful, or being
Honest.
and showing great character,
Mhm.
and I've stayed away from them for a while now, and I feel better. I've got a new purpose in life.
That's nice.
I have a better relationship with my family, and I just feel so happy. It's just it's great, and I'm getting to meet new people, like you, like everyone from the Fifth Dimension, people on Twitter, bro. Like it's insane.
It's
People in my
crazy.
chat.
Yeah.
In my chat, yo, if you guys are in here in my chat, I love you guys. Like, even from, like, Mata's chat, man, I love every single one of you guys, because you guys are dope. All you guys in the chat.
They all
But
love you. I
yeah.
mean, I gotta say that my chat loves you, and they're always super psyched to see you, either on the chat or on Discord with us.
Yeah,
And
man.
I mean, it's part of it. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the whole Matateno gang, the whole Ecstasies gaming family, everyone, we all love you a ton, bro.
Oh, man.
And we appreciate you as not only as a
Yeah.
streamer. We do
Mm.
consider you a friend, and you
Ah.
should know that. You should carry that cross with you as well.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Like it means a lot. Like, streaming is a great way to just be as happy as you can be, and share that happiness with other people, and just make their
Yeah.
day. Like, I think that's, like, another reason why I was, like,
Be positive,
so,
share positive. That's it.
yeah, like, and that's another reason why I was, like, so happy to do this, was because I go in my stream, turn it on, and then people come into the chat, and they'll be like, I know she's talking.
She wants to talk. Let her talk.
She wants to talk. Get these. Oh, let's see. Like,
Yeah.
shot.
She got shy. Yeah.
She's like, no, thank you. I'm good.
No, all
But-
good.
But they go in and chat, and they say, like, I'm super happy that you're streaming today. Like, it definitely made my day.
Yeah.
And that's what makes my day. Like, hearing
Right.
it always, like, no matter how many views I got, no matter how many followers, subs, or whatever, if I hear that, man, best stream of like of the day, like, best. Let's go. Anytime.
Cookie is just messing around with you.
I know she loves playing. That's what I think. I think she wants to get out. I think
If you
she,
need
like,
to,
she's
if you need to take her out, go ahead. I mean, there's no
all right,
problem. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Y bueno, aprovechando a los que están aquí en el chat, cambiamos un poquito a español. Gracias por estar aquí. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone on the chat, everyone, thank you. Please go ahead and follow MrJuanUp. Por favor, sigan a MrJuanUp. Si no hablan inglés y solo hablan español, no se preocupen, Mr. Juan no les va a hacer caras y les va a responder lo que pueda en español. Digo,
sí, I speak español.
I speak español. Yo explico español.
Sí, ajá. No se preocupen, aquí estoy mexicano todavía.
Eso. All right. Well, now, Mr. Juan.
Right.
What is the one thing I can always find in your setup? What's the one thing that never that's always there? Aside from your PC, your monitors, your peripherals, etc.
Let's see. I mean, to be honest, I think like this, my cup. To be honest, like it's, and it's funny because nowadays people will use their channel points and make me drink as much water as they want me to, and it's become a bad thing because it's like
you have to go to the bathroom like every now and then, right?
It's like they fill me up too, like they love to like do that stuff, and then also they love to use their channel points to do like the thing where it's like one-handed, where I play games one-handed.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty fun.
They love that, man. They love to torture me with that shit. But I mean, you can always find my plushies too. Like my plushies never leave the shelf. If I want to show them off, I can.
That's pretty sick. I mean, like for example, every time I see your setup, the first thing that pops like for me is the Chirithy. I love the Chirithy. It's so nice. And I mean, the only plush I have is a Quillabug one, but yeah, I mean, I've always liked plushies. I should get more.
Yeah, I think besides the Chirithy one, I think the coolest one would have to be this one.
Okay.
That I have. Have you played Catherine?
Oh, it's from Catherine. No. I've just seen gameplays, but I'd never played it.
Oh, man. Okay.
Never played it myself.
That's another game that I have to recommend you try. Okay. Catherine.
Great game. Right now it's on sale on Steam. Right now it's on sale on Steam.
Yeah. Whenever you can, if you can afford it, go for it, bro.
All right.
It is the funnest, weirdest game I've ever played in my life. It's so cool.
All right.
But yeah, this is the sheep that's from Catherine. I don't want to say like what it means, but when you play the game, you'll understand.
Oh, definitely, and I'll let you know, and you gotta help me out because that's another thing. You're a very good backseat gamer, because you don't spoil stuff from gameplay, but you do enjoy helping others. It comes to the same thing. We go back to the same thing. You're always there helping everyone out, and that's super cool.
Yeah, with like bad seating, I always ask like, is it okay if I tell you this?
Yeah.
It's not a spoil or anything, but it's something. And if they say no, I respect that and I don't say nothing. But if they say it's okay, then I try to be as non-spoiler as I can,
Yeah, because it's still being helpful. I mean, that's the thing.
Oh, that was weird.
Ooh, is everything okay?
Yeah, I heard I think that's a bird or something like that. I don't know. I can't hear. Hey, what was the question? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh no. That was there was no question left. Is everything okay?
Oh, okay, sorry. No, yeah, I heard something. I was like,
okay.
Really strange, but like I was wondering if anybody was checking on that. I think it's just a bird that was crying. But anyways, yeah, because I have like 12 other birds in my house.
12 other birds, and
yeah.
And I mean, are they the same breed or?
No, so I have two of the same ones that of Cookie, which is the one, and then there's another one that's a blue. That's a blue color.
Oh yeah. You told me that. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then I have like 7 or 8 cockatiels.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Cacatuas, wow.
Yeah, because they make a lot of babies, and we've kept like 5 of them so far. Yeah,
5 of them. Oh my god, that's actually pretty impressive. It's the first time I heard that. And
but Yeah.
I know, Juan, that you're a big fan of anime. What's
Oh yes.
your all-time favorite anime?
Oh man, you know what's funny? I do remember that you asked somebody this, and I was like, okay, I know my definitive answer now, and it's Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, Yu Yu
Yes,
Hakusho is
yes,
very nice.
yeah. Because and I don't know why, right? Because
Yeah.
I watched it a few years back, like from start to finish, and it was great. I loved it. And then like recently, I started rewatching it again, uh, and something about like the style or the show in general, like every time I watch it, I just want to keep watching it until the very end of like of the anime, you know. It's weird because I'm not the same way with like other anime. Before I used to say Soul Eater,
Okay, okay,
but
okay.
yeah, but then like I tried rewatching it the other day, and I'm like, I kind of want to go back to Yu Yu Hakusho now. but yeah, like Yu Yu Hakusho was like the second, maybe third anime I've ever watched, because it was Pokemon, then Dragon Ball, and then Yu Yu Hakusho.
Nice, nice. And you
Yeah.
were
Mm.
I mean, you were a kid. You were a baby when
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho came out, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's very cool to connect or click with some serious movies or anime. I
Hmm.
mean, once they're actually done. I mean, uh,
Yeah, man.
and when it comes to good anime shows, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the time. It doesn't matter when you watch it. It's still gonna be good, even
Yeah. Yeah.
if the animation looks old or
Yeah.
whatever you want to
Exactly.
call
Yeah.
it. It's still
Yeah.
good. That's not gonna.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna take that back.
Yeah. I mean, people like the original Dragon Ball, you know, and that art style is like super old, you know,
Super
like
old. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and like if I tried watching it right now, maybe I would get into it, but you know, it looks kind of dated to me. You know, I don't know
Yeah.
if it's just me, but you know, people say the same thing about Naruto. The art style is like old now compared to stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Bro,
Black
ever
Clover.
like from 2010, I think I've been trying to get my friends into either Yu-Gi-Oh or Gundam
Oh,
or animes like that, and
yeah,
they
yeah,
just don't want to watch them because then again they look old.
yeah,
And let's be honest, I mean, Mobile Suit Gundam, the first one, it has
mm,
not aged well. I
yeah,
mean, we're 40 years later, and of course, it will look like shit if you compare it to the new stuff. But,
right.
I mean, the plot's still good, the character design is still good. I mean,
Mm.
the music is still good.
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, that's what
It's a
makes an
classic.
anime good. Yes, it becomes a classic.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I
Agreed.
mean, I'm the same way with Evangelion.
Oh, yeah.
Evangelion, yeah, Neo Genesis. Like, I still haven't seen it, but it's only because I look at the art style. I'm like, maybe
It's
it's
not
not for
appealing.
me.
It's not
Yeah,
appealing. Let's be
it's
honest.
not
It's not
appealing.
appealing
But
anymore.
yeah, but then people go into like how good the voice acting is, and I'm like,
The
okay,
voice acting, the
maybe
music, the
yeah,
character design again. I mean,
yeah, I got to give it a shot at
yeah,
some point. So like maybe at some point I got to give it a shot. But
you
yeah,
should. You should.
yeah, because it's you, and then Raven
Yeah.
like tells me to go check it out, and then there's like other people too. But yeah, I there's at some point I do gotta see and let you know like what I think of it though. So yeah,
I hope so. And I mean, who knows? Eventually, we'll see some Gundam building streams from Mr. Juan. I mean,
I was actually looking at seeing if I can find some build kits to do for a
yeah.
stream, but I don't want to do something so basic,
And you don't
but
want
then
to do
also not.
something too hard.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
because I found like some easy ones, but they're like literally like 10
Legos.
pieces.
Like,
Like yeah, like 10 pieces, and you just put them in and it's like that. I'm like, that's not a
bro,
stream.
if
That's
you
like a clip.
if you want, I can help you out finding some
Right.
cheap model
Right.
kits that can get you started with the
Mhm.
modeling, and that still, I mean, are kind of
Yeah.
complicated. Not the most basic stuff, neither the
Right.
master grades with the small little pieces and stuff, but
Yeah.
that's a topic for another time, and we will definitely
Right.
talk about this in
Yeah,
another
for
time.
sure.
And now I have a let's start with the funny random questions. First
Okay.
off, if you had to choose, which Sonic character would you be roomies with?
Oh man. I think I would go with Vector. Vector the
Vector,
crocodile.
for
Yeah.
real? Why?
Yeah. I just think he would be kind of laid back, but then like when it gets down to making money, man, like let's go,
Let's go. Okay,
like
okay, yeah.
because he's always about making money, because that's his thing. Like like from the cutscene from Sonic Heroes, like as soon as he hears that, oh, we're gonna get paid a shit ton, oh, let's go, like anything. Like, what do we gotta do? Who we gotta kill? Like let's go.
Nice.
but he's always about business. Yeah, I like that character. He's so funny.
Okay. Vector the
Yeah.
the crocodile, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now let's play F Mary Kill. Okay.
Oh God.
With Aqua, Namine, and Larxene. Go.
Oh God. Okay. Kill Arxene
Okay.
already. Marry Aqua and fuck Nominee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good like a good
Yeah.
option. Yeah, good way.
Yeah.
I would do the same, definitely.
Yeah, because Aqua Queen. Aqua
Yeah,
is queen.
Aqua, waifu
sure,
for
man.
life.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
And then I can't choose anything else for Nominee, so that's it. just a throwaway. Just a throwaway. Let's go.
All right. What would be your top Kingdom Hearts world from new Disney movies?
Oh man. New Disney movies. I was really into Moana, man. Like,
Moana?
was, yeah.
Nice.
Because before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and people were like, okay, which Disney worlds are coming to Kingdom Hearts 3 that are new? I forget who I watched. Either it was HMK or Skyward Wing, but they talk about Moana. And when they said Moana, I was like, "Ooh, this would be cool, because it would be like a Wind Waker type stage, because you think Pirates of the Caribbean and Kingdom Hearts 3, but with Moana.
Yep.
But yeah, and then there would be sections where you would be on the water, but you'd be surfing in the water with Moana's magic wave.
Yeah.
That would be sick, dude. I would love that. Yeah, and then just fighting the ginormous bosses.
Yeah.
Would be sick.
All right, that sounds like a good answer. Like a good answer.
Yeah.
I would love to see that, definitely. Now, give me a guilty pleasure, please.
Guilty pleasure.
Either music, video games, or movies. Whatever you want.
Ah, man. I gotta look at my wall. Ooh, you know what? Already.
Star Fox Adventures? But why?
Yes.
Why is it guilty? Is it that bad?
No, I mean, it's not okay. Like it could get a little repetitive, I guess. You could say. Like the bad things I could say about this game is the combat isn't great. Exploring is kind of but I can't deny that I love this game, man. Like this is like my childhood.
We all have one. We all have a game like that, definitely.
Like and it's Star Fox, man. I gotta love anything Star Fox. Like I would have done Command, but like it's not really that bad. It's a fun Star Fox game, but this one is the one that's more controversial.
Star Fox Adventures is the one that had that hairy Andros at the end, right?
Yeah, with the pet dinosaur that Fox had.
Yeah, like what's that? What was that?
yeah.
Why did they have to do my boy Andros so bad?
Yeah, the one thing that bugged the shit out of me was that even when you finish the game, if you go back to your save file, it still says 99%. No matter how completed the game is. Yeah, it doesn't say 100. No matter what you do, it doesn't say 100%.
That would kick me so hard on my OCD.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Yeah, man. It's so bad. Yeah, but I either way, I still love the game. I still play it every so often.
Nice, nice. All right, so
Yeah.
now we're gonna move on to what I call the quick fire round. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
give you a bunch of different words. You have to say whatever comes to mind after each word.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go. You
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Wisdom,
Form.
force,
Uh, fire.
summer,
Mm, twilight.
light,
Darkness.
ocean,
Oh, God. Ice cream.
shield,
Sword.
threat,
Threat.
Threat?
bad threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the. Okay. Danger.
strange,
Yeah. Things.
life,
Death.
friends.
Heart.
My friends are my power. Yes.
Yeah, man.
All right. And
Hell yeah.
last but not least, Juan,
Mm.
what is the one advice you would have liked to get when you first started streaming?
Don't worry about what other people think of you, because you're still developing who you are, and it doesn't matter where you were before you started or how you're gonna be at the very end, but no matter what, stay being true to yourself, because that's definitely what people love to see.
That's so nice.
Yeah, man, because I wish I knew that, because
Yeah.
because I had this whole bad thing of like figuring out who I was, because I didn't think anybody liked me back like in high school and stuff like that. So that was definitely something that I would have loved to have heard back in the day.
Bro, but you can be certain that people do love you just because of who you are and what you
Yeah.
do. And man, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
man.
sharing this interview with me. And let me tell
This is
you
great.
that MrJuanUp, you just leveled up because we finished the interview. Thank you so much for for being part of Who You Talking To episode 3.
Yeah, man.
It's amazing to have you here, bro.
Yeah, man. This was so much fun. I honestly was like kind of nervous a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, definitely.
Getting because you were like 350, and I'm like, okay, I'm counting down the time, and I'm like, oh god, it's coming. But no, this is great. This is so much fun,
Bro. And I
love that.
I hope we get to do this again some other time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
here's my plan. Remember that I asked you a few weeks back if you knew if any other member from the Fifth Dimension was Hispanic.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm planning on gathering all of you on
Right.
one single stream, and I want to do a special episode of Who You Talking To, but
Ooh.
with the Latino essence, right? With all the things that only Latinos understand.
Right.
Things like la chancla de la mamá. Things like I don't know. Las ideologías, or all the ideas that our grandmothers have, and
Yeah.
the part of our culture at the end. So that's what I'm planning on doing. That's what I want to do on the
Yeah.
upcoming weeks. Hopefully not months. I hope we can get that done soon. And I'll
Yeah,
get
man.
HMK, Zelda,
And
Zelda.
Tortilla.
I'm sorry, Tortilla. You. I
Yeah.
mean, I want all my Latino gang,
Yeah, man.
chilling here. So
I would love that, man. You know what? It would be so perfect if we timed it for Hispanic month.
oh,
That
that
would
would
be
be
sick.
sick. When is Hispanic
Yeah.
month?
I think it's October. I
October?
could be wrong.
Bro, then
I need-
in that
I need to
case
check.
we
Let me-
do have time to plan it out and to deliver a nice show.
Yeah, so it starts on the 15th of September all the way to the 15th of October.
Let's do
So,
it.
yeah.
Let's do it. We
So like
have,
right in the middle, man.
yeah,
Right in the middle.
We still have a couple of months left for that, so
Mm.
I will go ahead and book everyone for that. We got to do it.
Yeah, man.
We got to do it definitely. And
Yeah,
well,
man. I would love that.
oh yeah, me too. Please, Juan, let them know where they can find you. How's your tag? how you go by, everything.
Yeah, so you guys can find me at MrJuanUp. It's literally what Mata has on screen. Just look that up on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch. I have a YouTube channel, but like I haven't posted anything yet. I'm literally still working on a highlight clip of when me and my friends were playing Mario Party online. So I'm working on that, and hopefully I'll finish that before the end of July. But we'll see. We'll see. It's good, man. It's so much. It's so funny. I don't know if you've already seen the clip, Mata.
Yeah, the one that you uploaded
yeah. To Twitter. Yeah. Bro, there's so many moments like that in that highlight reel. It's crazy, bro.
I'm actually this is the very first time that I think of getting a golf game. This is the first time.
Oh, for Mario Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's great. You gotta join us, man. And when you get it, you gotta hit me up and we gotta play together.
Definitely, I will. And
yeah.
Well, so guys, go ahead and check out MrJuanUp. Don't forget to follow him. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube if you're watching this.
We're almost to 300 followers.
300 followers. Let's make it 1,000. Let's make it 1,000. Everyone should go ahead and follow MrJuanUp. He has great content. He has great games, great stories. And today you got to meet him and know a little bit more about him and what he does and what Twitch means to him and everything. So thank you very much. We will continue on stream, but we will take a short break and we will be right back. So thank you guys, thank you, and please stay in touch. All right, be right back.
Bye.